Really like the start where they kind of built it up with the synth and stuff and then slowed it right down, which is usually obviously the opposite of what a band might do.
Hey, welcome to Metal Review Cast with me, Dad and Sean. Today we're going to be reviewing No Room for Us by Delayed Departure featuring Ellie Price.
Yeah. We found this one via the old... Oh, this actually ties into the last one, which won't be the last one because we release them in random orders and at random times. But talking about how some of the groups, you can come together. We were in the Lost Hills Club and Charlie Bluck, I think. Is it Charlie Bluck or Buck?
Yeah.
Bluck,
yeah,
isn't
Charlie
it?
Bluck.
Bluck just sounded weird. Second name is weird. No offense.
Wow.
No offense. But, or lots of offense. I don't know. I don't care. But no, it's nice. He posted about it a few weeks ago. I left a comment saying that we'd get a review going. Obviously, we had to listen to it first to make sure we enjoyed it. And then they released it a few days ago. Posted in the group again. As we say, it's nice. It's nice that these groups are around, and kind of share their music because he was part of the behind the scenes, the photography. We're unsure if he did any of the video for like Glass Heart and some of the other stuff, but he definitely did some of the behind the scenes photography.
Yeah,
and
a lot
stuff.
of involvement. That was really interesting as well, going through it, the view from behind the scenes and stuff and seeing all the things that are involved. It makes you realize, a band that is putting in the work to make sure that their branding is on point throughout everything. It literally is on point. They went through everything, and that was the snapshot into that kind of perspective where a lot of listeners and viewers might just think, it's a nice video. They don't see all the fucking shit that's had to happen beforehand.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Nice actually. Just on the point of that, if he actually he could write some more. I don't know if he kept it short because he wasn't sure if there was if people would be interested or they'd lose the attention span. But I read every inch of that and was like, I want more. Tell me more.
Yeah, no, I was fully into it. It was really, really a nice take for somebody on the outside getting a vision of the insider scoop, really, of what's going on. It's so really,
that's
really good.
That brought us to attention of who he is. I think I'd seen his name around. You never know with us. We maybe met him at a gig. God knows, we've probably been around him because obviously we always see Chris and stuff at gigs. So yeah, it was nice. And then we checked it out. But they've had a few songs over the years, not too many. I don't think they'd released anything for about a year. And then they had a couple a couple of years ago as well. Hopefully they're going to push on now. But I like this song. So again, that's why we're here. All right, hometown, Farnborough, Hampshire. So we actually know where they're from.
Nice. Geographically, Hampshire. That's near your end, isn't it? And
I actually don't know. My geography's bad as well.
Fuck it. Write it off.
Southeast right bottom.
Puppets on strings.
Ooh. Really like the start where they kind of built it up with the synth and stuff and then slowed it right down, which is usually obviously the opposite of what a band might do. They might usually build it up to go into a bit of a heavier or I like how they kind of just stripped everything back and kind of allowed us to listen to his vocals just to see what he was like.
Yeah, they're almost like preempting what the song's going to be like further on by giving you that introduction, and then giving you the breakdown to start with, or that like you say, the slow piece. But we know it's almost telling of what it's going to be when it kicks back in. It's very pacey as well.
Yeah.
We're gonna be kicked out this room soon.
Oh, we got time. We'll go back as well to get back to that point, but I really like a bit where they, it's like then he's singing because it kind of sounds familiar. You know, it's going to come again.
Well, that like yeah, and also they kept it like I think a lot of bands, and I'm saying that as an open statement, kind of will stay in that tempo where it's like whereas they go like it only drops the pace for a little bit and then it goes back into like that quick tempo. I love it.
Yeah. I like this puppetry concept as well. Although when it first went to the scene with all the string, I felt it in my heart. I can't imagine how annoying that must have been. They must have kept like knocking it and everything.
Especially the drummer, right?
Yeah,
the drummer was just
flailing around.
He's like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
fucking string.
That's why I was like, oh my god.
You saw the guitarist. He actually got caught on his fucking
yeah, it must have happened. So
turny things. I fucking forgot what they're called.
Yeah, I do like the concept though.
It's cool, isn't it?
Interesting.
It's because listening to it lyrically, it sounds like it's maybe about like a shitty relationship where you're basically being controlled, which is obviously quite common. And that's what it kind of feels like, I guess, that he's just being controlled. And it comes across in video and it comes across lyrically, so it's cool. It is a nice touch. It's a little bit different. I know there has been stuff like this previously, but I haven't seen anything from like any underground bands or recently anyway, so it's a nice touch. I was going to go back. There we go.
Really good.
Right, you're not sure because I want to say something. I'd just like to say I thought that was really interesting when she came in because she doesn't have the vocal style that I expected for this kind of music. But again, it's a thing with all these underground bands. They do things that are different, but they make it work, and that's what they've done in this. Like that voice, that kind of vocal style, I don't think I've heard in this kind of music before.
So I actually disagree because I listen to, again, like a lot of the pop punk style, and a lot of the female vocalists have that kind of style in that, and I think I think it's quite standard and it works really well. I wasn't that surprised. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it either, or what you're saying. I guess I do listen to a lot more of that style, so maybe I've heard it because I do listen to a lot of pop punk. But she does have a really nice voice, don't she? Like, it's the dynamic, I think. Maybe it's the dynamic, I think, that probably surprised me at first, is because of the way the song goes.
I actually wish I really liked what she did, and the addition of her being on that track. I think it was the wrong time for her to come in. I felt like she should have come in a little bit earlier. If I'm wholly honest, I just like it felt like it was midway through the verse that she kind of started taking over, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's nice," but where it came in, I felt like it could have come in just after the chorus or halfway through the song. How she delivered it was bang on. I think nothing wrong with her vocals whatsoever. I think that was great, and I love the harmonies. Like the way that they worked together on that was really nice, and she did her wavy bits whilst he was doing the smooth bits, and then vice versa. I just felt like she could have come in a bit earlier. That was my only criticism.
They were telling a story, weren't they? But it felt like it was quite late, wasn't it, for her to come in?
And I get the story, because obviously you saw it was a full flourish set of flowers to start with, and slowly but surely over the period of the song it was dying, and her makeup was getting darker and darker. But again, with that kind of emphasis on, the positivity of the relationship and the negativity as it's flowing through, and there's some level of toxicity. Maybe that toxicity could have come in halfway through as part of the decline towards the end of the song, as opposed to right at the very end.
That makes sense.
But literally, that's my only crit. Like, the song was great.
It's nice because it's. I'd actually say, like, I could see the supporting of Caskets. It's kind of, they're a little bit more simplistic, but nice vocals, nice musically, good band. They were telling a nice story. Again, that's like the Caskets formula, where they're telling a nice story. And it was really good. I think at some portions I would have liked his vocals to be maybe a little bit louder. I kind of felt like he blended into the music a little bit. Could be a stylistic choice, could be...
Because he's got a wonderful voice.
Yeah, so I would have liked to hear it a little bit clearer, like they do with Matt. Like, when Matt is going off, Matt is going off. Like, he's in your brain. So I think maybe from that perspective, I would have liked that to be a little bit louder. But yeah, I think, like, the biggest thing is when Leo mentioned the video, and I think that's the one thing that really caught me early on when I first watched this.
Yeah.
The puppetry is cool.
Yeah.
It really tells the story.
Even myself, like, I was like, straight away, I was like, puppets on a string. I like this. I was waiting for them to do it, and it just got fucking more and more complex and heavier with all the strings everywhere. It's like, holy
crazy,
shit.
But I do really like that concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the the video is nice and simple again, apart from the strings that are fucking everywhere. Videos by Ollie Duncanson, so you don't expect any less quality, obviously.
There we go.
Say nothing more.
Yeah.
So you always expect Ollie to smash out the park. It'd be a nice one, I think, to like support a Caskets or something at some point. I think they'd really see that style. It'd be nice to hear them live as well. And
I'm gonna say
to Charlie as well. If you do see us or any of the boys, we're going to be at the Caskets gig in Islington. Going to be at the Visions gig with Isolate in November. Come say hello. Nice to have a little chat and stuff as well.
Yeah, but nice.
We've probably been around you at the Key Club.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I've been there so much.
Yeah, I've probably covered you in beer as I've been battered around by somebody fucking winging their arms round and shit.
Yeah.
No, really, really nice tune, and
yeah.
I'm looking forward to hearing more.
Yeah,
definitely.
Very powerful in a very simplistic way, which is always good. Do more with less, as we say. So it doesn't always have to be crazy, but I feel like they did a lot with less. So it was nice. It told a story perfectly.
Yeah, I was going to say conveyed a message. It definitely conveyed a message, and really good. I didn't actually know that the main female actor in that was actually going to be the vocalist as well. I just thought that she was there.
Yeah, I thought it'd be something different. Someone different.
So
yeah, and whoever Ellie Price is, well done as well. She is sick. I don't know who she is, but it was beautiful. Yeah,
she really is. Yeah.
I've got loads of noise going off in the background there now.
I can hear it from up here.
Everything down below. Again, please go give them some love. Go give them a like. Make sure you subscribe to them and check them out. Goodbye.